Hello everyone. So, as I said in the community tab, I'm stopping to record the live tape readings. I've done it for more than a month and a half, or even more, I think. And I think the purpose was met. The purpose was to show that there is a live trade every day on EU or on any pair, and I trade only the London session, morning session. And as you can see, almost every day I caught a winning trade, and not like a 5 pips trade, but at least around percent or more, sometimes a little bit less, but it doesn't matter. So now I will do some daily reviews when I have time. Sometimes it will be 3 days in a row. Sometimes maybe I won't post, maybe one time in a week. But I will like manage the pressure, So I had some pressure while doing, the live tape readings, because it was like a duty almost to post every day, and to trade live with the recording and with taping, with the comments, etc. And it was a nice experience overall, and I hope everyone got something from it. But I think it's better even for you to get daily reviews with my voice rather than just following the live trades, So the live trades tape readings was just to show that if I can do it, anyone can do it. Okay, you can do it. I'm not ICT. I don't have a super level, of trading, but I'm trying to do my best with what I have been taught, So now let's go into the daily review of today, EURUSD. So I will still share some of my trades that I took, which are not always the best trades, and we will also review the best trade of the day, okay? So this morning, it started at 8, okay. Start of the day. So it started pretty fast, big push down. And I took a sell. I will explain why, but okay, I took a first sell in this fair value in this area. So the first sell was there, but I closed at break even because this move did not produce a fair value gap, displacement. And so maybe I thought it was like intermediate term low, short term, intermediate term, etc. Even though there was like a shift, it was not a clear shift, So I took it at break even, but after we broke this, I took it again when I saw the wick, which was rebalancing. I entered there and I exited the trade there. Okay, somewhere. Okay, it was 006 6. Anyway, you will have the screen, so I'm not lying about. I want still to be transparent, about the positions I tell you about. And so you will get the screen with the exact TP, but it was something like this, probably right there. The TP, so a little bit more than 20 pips, which was covering the percent of the day. Okay. But as you can see, I got the wrong direction for the day, but I still managed to make my percent. So this is very important. Okay. You will not always be right in your direction, but that doesn't mean that you won't be profitable. And on the other side, you can have the right direction in your analysis, but you can be losing because your entry is wrong or at the wrong place, even though you had the right direction. Okay. So now let's analyze why did I take this trade, because now we just have seen the shift in market structure. And also, yeah, I kept the trade despite, this type of moves, because for me, this was, the range. And even though we did like a shift right there, for me, it was not important, especially at the middle of a range, it's if the shift happened like at the bottom, probably, but here not. Okay. So now I'm going to remove this. So what is this red area? This red area is a breaker. Okay. And so why is it a breaker? Because as you can see, we started moving upward and then we broke this order block without like doing a kind of retest, we just broke through it while we were in a bullish momentum, in bullish order flow. And so for me, this is a breaker, okay? And we were in a 1 hour per value gap. So overall, we are in a premium inside a fair value gap. And I am expecting, but I might be wrong about the direction, as you can see. I am expecting it to go to downside because on the daily, this low, which is from the 6th of January, has been taken on both GU. So GU, you can see, 6th of January, it has been taken. And on the DX, on the US dollar index, it is so the high, on the dollar index, it is a reverse. It has been taken too. So for me, logically, on EU, it should be taken. And also because this is like, a clear range for me from low to high. For me, this is a clear range, and most people would be looking to buy inside this daily order block, So we have the sell side liquidity and the SMT divergence. Okay. So that's why my overall direction was bearish. Now I want you to see something which is very important on the daily. You see this orange line. Okay, you will understand why I put this orange line. It is on the top of this candle. Okay, so on the daily, you must be very careful, candle by candle, what the price is aiming to do, because the candles, especially on the daily, will give you hints, about the direction. So let's come back. I took my sell, okay, I took profits, otherwise I would have been break even, as you can see. And the reason I took profits, to be honest, I was expecting it to take all this liquidity, but I will explain why I cut my position. Here, it is going straight and there is no possible re-entry. So you see, the shift happens again here. So if you didn't snipe it, around there, you couldn't re-enter after. There is no possible entry, and the shift happens right there when we break this low, okay? And no possible entry. Even this week did not rebalance. This week did not rebalance, and then you must be very careful with the candle, as I said. So I closed there, but as you can see, there is a little fair value gap, which indicates, and you see a little accumulation, and boom, we take the liquidity with a fair value gap, which for me indicates that this high is important, okay? And we broke this high with displacement, okay, fair value gap candle. So this red candle failed to make a new low, and boom, we made a new high, okay? So this is my SMS type 1. If you don't know about my SMS type 1, please go check the video about the different types of shift in market structure, okay? Because I won't be able to understand, to explain everything in each and single daily reviews. And so here you got plenty of entries, but you see, the entries are always on fair value gaps and not on OBs, mostly. And this is a good sign that you are in the right direction, okay? Because it does not let people enter into order blocks, okay? And so, you see, the shift happens, it does not happen randomly. It happens at a very key area, which is this orange line, which represents the high of the candle, the daily candle, you know, not of yesterday's, but, sorry, up, no, the day before. So boom, we retest this candle and then we go up, okay? So now we arrive at this order block. Why is it an order block? So I trade, as I told you, mostly two order blocks. So the breakers, as I showed you here, and the candle which should have made a new high, but instead it created a new low and it created all this shift, okay? And so you see here we have a bullish order flow, okay? And normally it should continue. When there is a green candle like that, okay? People are buying this with this candle. And this candle is a trap. So people will buy and then boom, it sell off, you know? Therefore, for me, this is an important order block. Now, what I don't want to see tomorrow, okay, is a clear break of structure that anyone could sell, you know? Like, for example, here, people are still bullish. But if we get a clear break of structure, then it must not retest the OB. It must retest the fair value gaps or something like this, okay? But it must not induce people to sell, you know? Keep in mind that the market wants liquidity, okay? So yeah, just to come back to the best opportunity of the day, following, of course, my strategy, it would have been this, this shift. So here, if you follow the overall structure, okay, you are in discount, okay? Discount price, you are at a daily level. People are induced to sell. How do you know if they are induced to sell? Well, I love it because you have, when you have this type of, you know, order blocks, very clean order blocks, this one and this one, okay? And even on the 5 minute, that's why I was, you know, I took a BE trade because I was not sure about the direction since there were too many unmitigated OBs and accumulations, etc., etc. Okay. So the buy trade would have been better, of course, but okay, you have a clear shift here. You could have taken the trade right there. For value gap. By how many pips? 8 pips, let's say. And we target at least 20 pips. Okay, the 20 pips is reached around there, you know. So you didn't even have to wait for long, you know. It's a, yeah, let's say 20, 25 minutes, under 30 minutes trade, you know, half an hour. And so your target is met. Then if you want to keep it, to take all this liquidity, you can, of course. I would have recommended to close all your position right there. But let's see what tomorrow gives, okay? So I'm not sure if this high will be protected since we really went to the top, but I believe we can get something from this order block, or maybe what it can do also is to take the liquidity right there. It does not mitigate this one, and it can it can go then, but just to take the stop losses of people selling right there. But yeah, I don't like to speculate, there can be so many scenarios since now we are in inside the range. So, but for me, yeah, these candles, even though they are quite big, there are 3 candles and it did not take this one candle, you see? So I'm still confident in my short bias because if we break this high, then to be honest, I will be not lost, but I will have to redesign my overall view, So maybe what it can do also, it can, break this just to induce people to buy inside this order block. But to be honest, we have made so many pullbacks, so I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. Okay. Trade safe and trade mindlessly.